What if we want to use text analysis to read between the lines, to try to figure out things that people are thinking but are only saying indirectly? In political science, a major challenge is to estimate where individuals lie on a particular issue within their party. It's useless to look at votes when there's a party whip telling them how to vote, because they're going to vote with their party even if they don't prefer necessarily to vote with their party. We can't go into their heads with an X-ray, but we can read their words. Using these methods of text analysis, we're able to estimate something about how they feel on an issue in a way that behavior wouldn't tell us. By looking at the text of what people were saying, we're able to map the word patterns automatically using machine learning. We call this approach the Class Affinity Scaling Model. And the idea is that you have two opposed classes, for example, a left and a right, or a pro-leave, pro-remain. By applying this method to a set of texts that we know represent each class, it learns the relationships of those words to those opposing classes. In the second stage, it takes those patterns and finds the words that are in a document for which we don't know what the class affinity would be, and it comes up with a single score related to one of those two opposing classes. The benefit of this technique is that by taking a small amount of information on text that we know something about, we're able to learn things about text that we don't know something about, and this can be a very large set. So it's a way of leveraging a small amount of information and converting that into a very large amount of information. What we show in the paper is that this method not only works, it actually works in a way that matches what a much more costly set of human experts would have judged to be the correct result. It's also computationally efficient, and it has a firm statistical foundation. And because we know its inner workings, we would have a great deal of trust in how it would operate in future applications. The software to implement this method is freely available for download. People can read the method, they can use the software, and they can apply this in their own examples using just a few statistical commands that are implemented in freely available software.